Holy shit guys, 4.4 is out, and with it comes a feature I'm sure almost no one expected but in my opinion is really freaking cool. It's called Battles TV, and essentially it's a spectate system where every match played in this game in the past 30 days is recorded and saved, and you will be able to search for any one of them and watch the replay of it. So here we've brought up the Battles TV tab, and as we can see there are 5 categories. Live for live and currently ongoing matches, of course. Unfortunately I believe these are completely randomized, so considering 99% of the player base plays in arenas below Ceramic Crucible, it's going to be filled with fairly low-level games, as you can see by the game modes and the types of towers these guys are choosing. Let's move on to the next tab then, Trending. Considering the update just came out, I would assume the popular and trending tabs to be completely identical at the moment, but over time I think the trending tab will be for the most popular games within the last day or so, popular tab being games up to a week or more old perhaps. Right now these are the most popular videos at the moment. I'm not surprised this Battle Park abandons the matches at the very top, and neither should you. But no way am I looking at this replay. At the very least we do have a couple of high arena gameplay matches up here, so Humanity in Battles is not completely doomed, but I believe that more so has to do with the fact that you can access these replays through the weekly leaderboard as well. I'll take a look at one of these games once I finish off the other tabs. The 4th tab is a followed one, so I believe what this does is it shows all the games of every single player you have followed. To follow a player, you can either do that through the leaderboard or within a spectate match including that player. Again, I will show you that in a bit. As you can see on the screen, I'm currently only following one player, and that is myself, Really Good Prayer. There's only 4 results of games that show up in the past 30 days, and that's because I've only played 4 games in the past month on that account. LOL, if you watched the previous video you would have known 3 of those games were included in there. The 4th one I just played today, and I will show you the replay in a second because it was really intense. And final tab, my replays, for all games I have played in the past month. This is on my main account, by the way, the one with the chest 10 skins and whatnot. It is at this time I would like to make a request to everyone watching this right now. If you have the update, pull up the Battles TV menu. Search for Really Good Prayer in the bar at the top. Make sure it is the exact spelling as shown here, otherwise it won't show up. This indoor pools match I mentioned earlier should be the very first result, so please click it, and press this thumbs up button in the middle here, because I want as many people to see this ridiculously intense and exciting match, and what better way to do that than with this sexy new spectate feature. So while this game is going on, let's quickly go over what exactly this spectating mode consists of. I won't be able to cover very much though, considering it's barely over a minute long and I'm currently fast forwarding it. But no worries, I can press this pause button and that will give me all the time in the world to talk about what I need. Or alternatively, I can press this arrow button directly above the fast forward one and that will reset the entire match, but I won't do that right now. Let me just unpause it so you can see the rest of this. There's also a home button I haven't mentioned yet that will simply take you out of the spectate and put you back into the Battles TV menu. On the top left and right corners respectively you will be able to see both players' current cash and ego. Really good for comparing who has the edge over the other if the game is extremely close. This one is dead freaking even, but it looks like it's about to end with both players getting a defeat. LOL, did I not tell you this was going to be an intense one? So again, please press that monkey thumbs up and propel it to the top of the charts. Back to the menu now. One thing I haven't mentioned about this menu yet is the filter button in the top right corner, in case the search bar doesn't give you what you want. Right now every type of replay is being shown, so let's see what exactly we can filter with. Sorting by assault. I don't think this is gonna be of any use to most players, cause who in their right mind would want to watch an assault game, LOL. Then the next filter is by long matches. Okay, I think this is pretty clear by now. The filter should only be used by #epic late game players, because these are the only two filters they have right now. As awesome as this new system is, I think there is always room for critique, so here is my first one: add more filters. Preferably one with short games if you're going to have one with long games. Something more useful would be a filter by arenas. That way if a scrub wants to watch Yellow Stadium games only, they can do that, or if an experienced guy only wants to watch the best of games, they can filter it by Moab Pit and above. Or a filter for the type of game mode would help immensely too. So yeah, I think that does it for the walkthrough of this menu. Let us just go back to what I was talking about in the leaderboards earlier, the only other place where you can find replays. So let's just click Marwan's profile and see what's been updated. Under all the badges, Ninja Kiwi has added a Battles TV bar which shows the most popular replay of that particular user as well as the replay of the most recent game they played, followed by the total amount of monkey thumbs up they've gotten. This here is probably the reason those Dreadbloom games even showed up on the popular tab, by the way, cause where else would all the extra traffic from these high arena games be coming from? Now what happens when we click on one of these matches here is it takes us back to the Battles TV menu where it shows us all of Marwan's games. Cool beans. Let's watch the replay of a real match now. How about the current number 3 on the popular tab with Thunderscrew versus Poor Jew? The one thing I didn't mention the first time around is you can also see each player's tower loadout, spikes, remaining boosts, number of active abilities, emotes, as well as what balloons each person is sending out, making it super duper useful if you wanted to arrange something like tournaments with this. It's almost as if they designed this system to make it suitable for tournaments. What a coincidence, Kappa. Anyways, we got a Dart Farm versus Ninja Mortar match here, so sit back and enjoy the show while I wrap this one up. Go ahead and vote on the poll right now on what you think of this new feature. Do you like it or do you hate it? Vote honestly, although I've probably swayed a couple of your opinions at this point in the video already. But let me go ahead and lay out my thoughts on Battles TV. It's not something I asked for or even thought about being included into the game, but it's certainly a nice addition, and for the most part the system Ninja Kiwi's put in place seems to be working fine for the time being. Personally, the best part about this for me is the fact that if I need footage for a video but don't feel like playing any games, Battles TV solves that problem, cause now I can just hop into a replay and record that shit instead without me having to play it. Plus I get to watch the #epic late game without wasting 30 minutes of my own life. But as mentioned earlier, it's not a perfect system and could use some quality of life improvements. First one being the filter option I mentioned 3 minutes in. Second improvement I would like to see is possibly a larger fast forward option than just ×2, cause sometimes nothing is going on, and you just want to skip to the meat of the action, wherever it may be. Alternatively, they could add something similar to a video player where you can skip to any point in the replay at any time. While not completely necessary to add to the game, that would probably blow me out of the water if it ever got changed to work like that. I'm just being picky here though. Right now, as long as the system works, it's good to me, and it seems to be working mighty fine. As far as I know, the dev team spent several months on this feature, so shout out to them for their hard work. Secondary shout out to the fact that they stopped development on Endless Adventure to add more resources to BTD6. Glad they got their priorities straight. One more thing to add is that some people pointed out this spectate feature could potentially be a problem in live games, cause you can spectate your own game on a second device and then you would be able to see your opponent's towers and everything else. But I think Ninja Kiwi was one step ahead by adding a delay to the spectate. How long the delay is I'm not sure though. Alright, I think that's going to do it for my commentary on this 4.4 Battles update. No balance changes this time, but I believe more will be on the way soon, so don't fret and enjoy this one. Again, Please get my intense indoor pools game to the top. More people must witness it. Likes on the video are appreciated. Make sure to sub for more content in the future. Have a televised day.